What is up? What is up, guys? Zalad and Palantir. I am back to make a live stream, short live stream. We're gonna just chill here, and just gonna make sure the stream's actually started before we do anything here. You guys can have a look at the control room here. As you can see, this is where I control the fucking the stream from. So it's been a while, honestly. It's been a fucking long ass time since I have actually made a video. But we're just gonna talk about some stuff anime related, the usual. Play some games. We're just gonna do all of this. We're just having a short stream here. Take questions, all that stuff. I want to make sure I'm actually streaming. Okay, pretty sure I'm not live. Oh, I am live. Okay. Never mind then. Oh, I am live. Holy shit. Is it finally working? Is it finally working? Yes, okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. Not being on YouTube in a while makes you kind of stupid when it comes to all this shit. Anyways, so I hate to be that guy. I really hate to be that guy. But why have the last 2 seasons of anime been so ass? Just objectively, they've been terrible, I think. Let's not even go back to last season, but this season right here that we're having, I think I went over like the last couple seasons we've had, but this season's probably the worst one that's come out in a while. And I'm talking about in like 6+ years. Like, it's terrible. I mean, the Gintama is good. Gintama is great. I personally, I'm only on like episode 40 of Gintama, but whatever. Fine show, right? But like when we go to some more niche stuff, right? Right. But as far as like someone who just wants to pick up a show in this season and has not been watching, Yowamushi because this is another season, Gintama is another season, right? What else do you have? What else do you have? Now I'm gonna go over a few of these shows. I actually checked a few of them out, but just objectively, I think this season is just pretty terrible. I mean, this season. All right, let's go. Let's look at Blue Exorcist because I watched a bit of this season of Blue Exorcist. So what they ended up doing, I think, at the end of the last season of Blue Exorcist was they completely fucked up the ending and they made like this filler ending that was absolutely terrible. So what they decided to do was cut out the last like 7 episodes or so of the first season. And after they cut those out, they just recontinue from where they left off in the last season, in this season. Now I don't know how good or bad this is going to be, but based on the first 3 episodes, this is I don't know if my taste has changed because I actually liked the first episode of the first season rather of Blue Exorcist. I really liked it. But the pacing in this show is so goddamn bad, and I don't know why there has been, in my opinion, just so many of these anime lately. I hate to be this guy again, but so many shows lately that just have so much buildup and so much like just useless character exposition. Because like, there's a difference between like developing a character and having the whole cast of characters like sitting at a fucking dinner table, like cooking and being like, haha, man, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't want to watch 10-20 minutes of like just useless character interaction that does nothing for the series. Blue Exorcist, this season of it has so much of that. It's not even funny. ReZero is like the perfect example of that. That show just completely um, was just one giant cock tease for something you thought was going to be good. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and load up the comments because I haven't been looking at any comments here. Anime Hero and Khalil Young, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Go ahead and like the video so we can get more people watching. But 2017 is the return of everyone. Who else returned in 2017? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been really following anyone's videos that much. I think I watch uh, the occasional teching video because his videos are kind of entertaining. But that's it. Tanya the Evil and Little Witch Academia. So you mentioned those two. Okay, so I saw some of the Tanya series. I think you're talking about this one. This one. Yeah. Okay. So I saw a bit of this, and I like it. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not saying it's bad, but my thing about this series is it's just not. It's entertaining, but it's not. It doesn't really have me like anticipating, like wanting to know what's gonna happen next. You know, but it could turn out to be good. I don't know. I don't know yet. This one's it kind of confuses me. Out of all of them this season, though, I have to say this one probably interests me the most, which is sad because nothing. I don't know. Nothing else is doing it. But you also mentioned Little Witch Academia. I actually didn't even really consider watching this. I might give it a watch. Adventure Comedy Magic Fantasy School. Ako Kagari is an ordinary girl who joins a renowned witch academy for witch girls, Luna Nova Academy. When she was younger, she went to Magical Festa, a magic show hosted by a witch named Shiny Chariot. Ako was so mesmerized and inspired by Shining Chariot's performance that she dreamed to someday be a cool witch like her. So, I mean, I cannot even imagine what the premise is for this, I'm not going to lie. But it could be good. I might give an episode or two a watch, maybe. We'll see. New Grappler Baki. Did that actually come out? Oh, right. You're talking about next season. You're talking about next season about those. So that's what I want to go over next. Actually, next season, I was gonna kind of contrast by saying next season looks fantastic. Next season looks absolutely fucking amazing. But we'll get to that in a second. Most of the Blue Exorcist isn't really a battle shonen, it's more of a drama as it keeps going. Yeah, I mean, I guess a part of the reason I'm not yet adjusted to Blue Exorcist, I'm not saying I'm not going to enjoy the season. I'm just saying I'm not enjoying a lot of the scenes they're putting in. I feel like they're wasting a lot of scenes, and it's just turning into like I feel like some shows do this where they'll have like 18 minutes of pure fucking uh, just useless talking, useless like not even like things that advance the plot, just conversation for the sake of conversation between the characters. It doesn't really tell you anything about the characters. The characters will be like going to the movie or what movies or whatnot, and it'll be sometimes they'll try to do some comedy or throw it in or whatever, but they'll have like 1 minute at the end, which is super intense and has all this plot driven action. And I can't stand when shows do that because I'm like, wait, if you wanted to make this last minute, this action packed and fucking whatever you wanted to make it, why don't you just pace better so your whole episode isn't putting me to sleep and then the last minute I have to like wake up and watch, what's going on. But I think I might be done going over this season. I mean, it's really nothing. I heard this series is actually pretty good, but it's season 2, so I can't really watch it. I'm actually working on Gintama right now, so I'm gonna get caught up to it. But yeah, other than that, Super Lovers. I mean, if you like Super Lovers, this might be this might be pretty good. I don't want to play the preview because I'll get copyrighted. Kaido Ren. I don't know. I don't know, man. You might like Super Lovers. Somebody might like it. All right. Masamune. Funny thing. I actually watched the first episode of this. I watched the first episode of this, and it wasn't bad. I liked it actually. I liked it, but did not make me want to watch the second. Did not make me want to watch more. But yeah, I don't know. This is a Madhouse series, which was supposed to be good, but the ratings look pretty bad. But I checked out a bit of the first episode. It wasn't too interesting. Usually, I will give this show more of a chance. I'm probably gonna finish it, but just haven't got around to it yet. All right, let's go to next season though. Actually, let me look back at the comments for a second. By the way, go ahead and like the stream so we can get more people in here. Always better with a few more people. Flash for life, what's good, man? And no, okay. My status with The Wire, I am on season 4. I'm on season 4, middle of season 4. I think last time I streamed, I was probably on season like 1 or 2. But I fucking love The Wire. The Wire is fantastic. Anthony Smith used to talk about The Wire so much, and I never used to listen, but that show is pretty solid. I haven't watched it in a while. I put it on hold a little bit to watch. Catching up on Gintama. I watched all of Stranger Things except the last episode. I watched Westworld, and I watched season 1 of Narcos, and I've almost finished season 2 of Narcos, and a lot of anime. But I mean, I'm gonna get to the anime I've been watching, but that's more TV show related stuff. Let's go to the next season first. I lost interest in Blue Exorcist years ago. I mean, yeah, I mean, I should have lost interest in it going by the ending of the first season because it was so bad. It was trash. But I honestly thought it was a good series, and back then, back when I used to watch anime when Blue Exorcist was airing, I used to be really into stuff like that was based around characters. Like Blue Exorcist was just based around all the characters are really unique, and you can get some really nice interactions, really good fights, all that stuff. It kind of like I would compare it to Bleach, although I think Bleach is obviously a lot better than Blue Exorcist. But a lot of Bleach is based around the character designs, and there's so many different unique characters, and you can just get attached to whatever character you want, no matter how obscure. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But Hockey, what's good, Hockey? Hashoku Hockey, the Bread Sage. Adam New Beginning. I actually don't know what Adam is. What is this? The story of what happens up until the birth of Astro Boy. Wait, so is this Astro Boy? Is Adam Astro Boy? Is this like Adam before he becomes Astro Boy? Or, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, what? Someone tell me if you know. Grand Blue Fantasy. I actually don't know what this is, but if you like Grand Blue, let me see. What was the first season of this? Interesting. Anyways, Berserk 2017. So someone tell me, because I dared not watch. I'm not a CGI hater, but I did not watch this. Oh shit, no copyright strike. Fuck. But I did not watch Berserk 2016. So how is this CGI Berserk? How is this? Is this actually good? What is this? But all right. So I was saying how next season's going to be good. So I don't know what Adam the beginning is, but I think it's going to be good. Whatever audience it appeals to is going to enjoy it. I've never. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about Astro Boy, but I think this is going to be good. Who knows? Berserk. I know Anime Heroes at least looking forward to Berserk, so that has to be decent. So I mean, already between these two shows that I know nothing about, I think we already beat last season. We're already better than this bullshit right here. Hmm. I'm just kidding, let's go. Let's go down. Boku no Hero, obviously great show. Don't think I have to say anything more about that. I've seen it, but yeah, I'm more into the manga. The reason why I'm not probably gonna talk much about Boku no Hero is because I'm more into the manga, but I'm also like 30 chapters behind, so I don't really want to talk about the manga either. So, Boruto is coming out, an anime for Boruto. So I did see this, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm obviously not the hugest Naruto fan, but I do like Naruto. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy where this is going. To be honest with you, I don't know why they're doing this. I really don't. I don't know why. I mean, I was even joking about this at one point that they would, start making more Naruto stuff. And I'm sorry if you really like Boruto, but why are they doing this? What is the point of making Boruto? I just can't understand why you would want to continue after the ending of Shippuden into more shit. Don't you? I don't know much about this Boruto manga because I haven't read it, so I don't know the story or how the power scaling goes or anything. But wouldn't you have to like scale back your fucking power creep from Shippuden? You'd have to scale back the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are the most OP beings on fucking planet Earth. And then where do you start Boruto out from? Do you start him off as a how Naruto was when he was a kid? Do you make him Genin level? Do you make him fucking Chunin level? Do you actually make them do another Chunin exams? Will people give a fuck about another Chunin? I don't know. It just seems, and it seems way too similar to the original Naruto series, but I don't know. That's just me, I guess. But I will watch it, obviously. Clockwork Planet. Now I don't know what this is exactly, but it could be decent. It could be decent. Okay, it doesn't look terrible. It's sci-fi fantasy. I do like those genres. I don't know if I should read this. One day, a black box suddenly crashed into the house of a high school dropout Naoto Miura. Inside it was a female automaton, this endless cycle of failure and success. The world that does not change, and the mankind that does not change. At a time where reality and fantasy. What the fuck? Does anyone else, after reading these like synopses, just not know what the series is about still? What the fuck? Is this like a lost art making a synopses? But keeping my expectations low for Adam. I know it's made by different people, but Young Blackjack really disappointed me. I did try to watch Young Blackjack, which looked like it was going to be a good show, had a good premise, but yeah, you're right. It was pretty disappointing. Sure, I wasn't much a fan of Young Blackjack either. CGI makes it trash. Yeah, I figured. I kind of figured. I mean, CGI. I don't. I'm not one of the people to believe that CGI automatically makes something trash, but see. It's not easy on the eyes for sure. Berserk CGI got better towards the end, but it still has a lot of room for improvement. So really hoping for better animation in 2017, but keeping expectations low. Yeah, I mean, I think by looking at Ajin, right? From Ajin, the CGI I saw in that show kind of showed me that CGI can look really good in fights and stuff like that. So I'm not against CGI. It just has to be high budget good CGI. I hate lazy CGI. It's just it looks ugly. It just looks really ugly. And I think that's kind of made everyone hate CGI. The fact that 99% of them are just lazy as fuck and terrible. So it just kind of hurts your eyes to watch. Um, this series, I remember this. I wanted to watch it, but I never got around to it. Um, but I have no doubt this is going to be a good show. No doubt in my mind, it's going to be a good season. Uh, Kekai Sensen, I never picked this one back up. I watched most of Kekai Sensen. I do plan to finish it. It's just one of those shows that my problem with this show was it got really random. And randomness in a show. This is the first show that the randomness just kind of turned me off because I don't know. It just felt like it was being random for the sake of being really fucking random with the creatures and the fucking plot points and the dialogue. It's just you can kind of tell sometimes when a show's trying really hard to just be spontaneous, which isn't really the worst thing ever, but it just kind of made me not want to finish it at the time. So, but yeah, it's a good show though. I'm pretty sure second season's gonna be amazing. It already looks great. I'm not sure why it's just called Kekai Sensen and Beyond. I think it might just be a continuation. Probably just continuation. Recreators. I don't know this one. This series seems like it could be good. I'm honestly not sure. This is one of the ones that could be either way. Just it really depends how they do it. The the animations, the graphics for this, they're beautiful though. I would watch the preview right now, but oh, it's not available anymore. But yeah, I saw the preview of this. It looked pretty decent. It looked pretty decent. So we're going down, but just in general though, you can tell that compared to last season, a lot of these shows just look a lot better quality. Shingeki no Bahamut, I love Shingeki no Bahamut. This is gonna be amazing. Of course, Attack on Titan season 2. I'm not the hugest Attack on Titan fan, but I do acknowledge it's a good series. Of course, this is actually Uchoten Kazoku. This is one of my favorite all-time series right here. If you haven't seen this, I wouldn't suggest this to everyone, of course. But yeah, this is the second season that's come out now. I wouldn't suggest this to everyone, but this is just a really, really great series. I won't even attempt to explain the synopsis, but you would just have to trust me that the plot is amazing. It's character based. Um, I look at it this anime could make a really, really good movie, a fantastic movie. But yeah, I would recommend watching this if you haven't. Attack on Titan. Woohoo! I'm not really that hyped for it to be honest, but I know a lot of people are. Shingeki no Bahamut. I'm more hyped for this than probably anything else next season. I love this show, and I saw the trailer for this second season. It's fantastic. 24 episodes. Thank fucking God, we get 24 episodes instead of 12. Argent CGI is okay. I forced myself through it. I thought it was. I mean, okay, it was okay, right? But compared to other CGI, or compared to most CGI, it was pretty good, right? Like it was better than I would say like 90% of CGI, even though it wasn't that great. But what I would say on top of that, what I was trying to say is, it kind of shows me though CGI it can be good. It's just most studios probably just do lazy CGI because I don't know why they do it half the time, to be honest. But most studios just do lazy ass CGI. Now what is this? I don't think I care. Do I care? Gl- Fucking Glenn Radars is the main character. No, I don't go a fuck. Fuck Glenn Radars. I don't know why. I just like him. All right, but that's pretty much it for this next season that's coming up. I mean, for what it's worth, I think it looks pretty good. It's just before that we have to deal with this. We have to deal with all of this. See how I know how bad a season is. Usually, how I rate it is how close to the top of the chart Super Lovers is. If Super Lovers is above 10th, then it's a terrible season. And here we see Super Lovers at number 8. There you go. There you go, guys. But look at the comments really fast. It'll be a CGI anime, but I'm waiting for Infinity T-Force, hoping it to be a great superhero anime, especially when I'm getting familiar with the characters. Is that an anime? I mean, a manga, rather, that they're adapting? Infinity T-Force. All I'm finding is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Infinity Force. Okay, but let me go over some of the stuff I'm actually watching right now. Pretty much right now I'm just watching Gintama. I've been enjoying Gintama. I've been wanting to get around to it forever. And why am I watching Gintama? Well, I'll show you why. I'll show you one of the reasons why, other than that I've received a lot of recommendations for it. So if we go to like rankings, here at least, Gintama has 3 series in the top 5. 3 in the top 5. And 5 in the top 10. That alone is just like, okay, must be pretty consistently good. That alone made me feel like it's probably worth watching. But for people who've seen Gintama, how is it? How exactly is Gintama? Because the one problem I had initially getting into the series was it seemed really episodic, and I don't even mind episodic shows, but I really want to get to plot points and things that were actually significant to the plot, instead of feeling like I was watching like kind of sitcom kind of thing. But eventually, I got through about like 40 or so episodes, and I see where it's going. Infinity Force is a Tatsuka no Kanono crossover featuring Techman, Cassan, Hurricane. I don't know who those are, but I'm guessing it's like a cross. Oh, okay, I get it. It's basically a bunch of superheroes from different. Because I realized Gatchaman. So is it just a mix of different superheroes from different anime? I'm guessing that's what it is. What's the best season you remember? That's a tough one. I mean, let's go back. I can't remember off the top of my head. I looked over this very recently, but the thing is with other seasons, I don't think we've ever had a season that's like really bad. Which is why I've never really been like, oh, this is my favorite season or whatever. But yeah, we consistently get like at least a few shows that are pretty good each season. I'm usually watching at least 3 or 4 shows. This season I've had motivation to watch like maybe 1 or 2. And even the 1 or 2 I'm watching, I'm kind of just like, I don't want to watch these. Fuck. But my favorite season has to be probably the Psycho-Pass, the one where Psycho-Pass came out. Oh, this was actually a really good season. No, not this season. Not this season. Fuck Psycho-Pass 2. Psycho-Pass 2 was pretty bad. Basically filler for Psycho-Pass. Sad season. But my favorite season, this is difficult. This is really difficult. So I've had a lot of seasons I really liked, but it's hard to name a favorite. I would say probably yeah, probably what I was saying before, the one where the original Psycho Pass came out. I think it was 2013. I want to say it was 2013. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, it was probably this season. I can. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is my favorite season by far. Okay, these seasons were what I fucking lived for, man. We had. I didn't even watch Gintama at the time. Gintama has a series up here, but all right. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Shinsekai Yori. I watched this. This was just a random ass romance series. Um. Oh no. Okay, I did watch this. This was not a romance series. Well, it kind of was. It was. It was a bunch of stuff. It was mainly drama, like the genre says. But it was a super like bunch of supernatural like magic users. Um, it had to do with history, secret society shit. I don't really remember it too well. This was 2013, 2012. Wow. But yeah, Shinsekai Yori was pretty good. But this came out of nowhere. This came out of nowhere for me. And then we had JoJo's, and I'm a JoJo's fan, of course. So I liked JoJo's, Psycho Pass. So we have these, right? We have Magi. So this is already like four of my favorite shows in the same season already. Let's take out Shinsekai Yori just because it's not like I wouldn't go back and say it's one of my favorite, but it was really damn good. So we had those. We had Zetsu no Tempest, which is probably in my top five anime of all time, along with Psychopath, or top 10, along with Psychopaths, right? So here we already have five series that are not just good, but really good, in my opinion. I never saw this season of Jormungand. I saw the first season of it, but this is actually a pretty good series. Didn't watch it, but it came out this season. I know this show is really good because I saw Bakemonogatari and Misemono, but I never got this far. But as you can see, this is a bunch of great shows. K came out this season. Didn't even realize K came out too. K is one of my all-time favorites as well. Tomb, another one of my all-time favorites. Maybe, maybe what it is everything I saw in 2012. I just loved it so much that everything was just my favorite. But it's not true though. I genuinely really liked all these shows. And a bunch of shit I didn't even watch, but I know is pretty good. Manaka Box. Um, I actually watched Codebreaker. This series was pretty ass, but just remembering it, just the memories of Codebreaker. Pretty funny memories. If you haven't watched this, don't just never watch it. But yeah, I think that's all it's required. And Hunter x Hunter was airing at the time. What the fuck? Hunter x Hunter was airing. And Space Brothers and Sword Art. Not that I'm a Sword Art. I actually hate Sword Art, but it was airing. Um, but yeah, so many good shows in one season. Why can't we have seasons like this? It's unfair. But yeah, your J Room alternative Facebook group was shut down, or was I kicked? My J Room alternative Facebook group? Do you mean Seinen Jump? Are you talking Seinen Jump, man? If you're talking about the J Room Facebook group itself, that's still up. If you're talking about Seinen Jump, like my group that I made after that, that's long gone. I think what happened with that is eventually, um, I think people just started posting like porn or something. So I logged in one day and it was like, oh, we had to like take down shit from your group. And then one day my account got blocked for that shit. So then I was just like, what the fuck? How do people even run Facebook groups? And then I was just like, fuck it. we're not going to do this because people are just spamming bullshit. So yeah, that's what happened to it. Mm-hmm. But I think it's pretty shitty that we don't get seasons as good as the 2013 one. Even like I think from anyone's point of view, this season's pretty baller. Like you can tell by the highest ranked stuff sometimes how good exactly the season is. Because if you have some bad shows that get high ranked, in my opinion, that usually means that the season itself is just really weak. But yeah, I might wrap this up pretty soon. I might wrap this up pretty soon. But let me go ahead and okay. So as far as videos go, because I feel like it's kind of an obligation for me to talk about whether I'm going to make videos or not. And all I have to say about that is it really depends what comes up and what seems interesting anime wise. Because I would like to talk about some good series. That's all I want to do. I want to talk about some good anime. But if no anime that I'm too interested in are current, I don't want to just force a discussion about um, Kono Subarashi or Super Lovers. That's how it is. So depending on what there's interest for and depending on what I'm interested in, we might see some discussions. What I'm probably gonna do though, what it looks like I'm gonna do because this season is just terrible. Just in all honesty, is I'm gonna probably just do a few manga discussions and manga live streams, and just live stream. I was actually going to be playing some stuff this live stream, like game wise, but probably gonna just call it for now after we talk about some more stuff. But yeah, it just depends. I'm probably gonna do more manga related stuff, and gaming if people want to see any gameplay. So with that being said, let me read some more comments. And we're gonna wrap this up. I think it's because we ran out of Battle Shonen to adapt. I'm expecting a bunch of older series to come back with reboots. I think that might be what it was. I think I think you actually hit the nail on the head. I think they've just been adapting so much shit into anime and just churning it out that we might have just ran out of shit. All right, let me actually do this. I rarely look 2 seasons into the future, but let me see exactly what summer 2017 has. Ooh, Ballroom E Yokoso. I've been waiting for Ballroom E Yokoso. Yes, okay. We're in business. We're in business, guys. We got this. All right, I don't even know what this is, but oh damn, they've barely. All right, yeah, they don't have much out for this. No real point talking about any of these series, unless Ballroom E Yokoso. But still waiting on the reboots of Annie Command and Fist of the North Star. When Fist of the North Star reboot comes out, that'll be pretty nice, as long as they don't make it CGI. I wasn't watching anime seasonally back then, but that season is fire. Oh yeah, that season was crazy because I remember the Psycho-Pass season is when I started reviewing anime. I think that was either that season or right before that is when I first started viewing anime and manga, and I started with Psycho-Pass, and all I remember is thinking, and that was like either the first or second season I even knew seasonals existed, or maybe the third. I forget, but I remember thinking then like, God damn, if this many good anime come out every season, then holy shit, there's a lot of shit to watch. But yeah, that was obviously a lie. that was wrong. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff to watch if you want to, but it's not like we're getting 10 plus, 8 plus score shows per season anymore. Those days are long gone. But yeah, yeah, I'm thinking going back to what I, originally was doing more than seasonal stuff, which was more One Piece discussions. So I might do a few One Piece discussions because it's kind of interesting. But again, I'm pretty sure very few people wanna hear about One Piece, hear more about One Piece than they already do. I'm pretty sure everyone hears their fair share about One Piece. Uh, but yeah, that should be it for now. Let me just look at a few more comments and we're gonna end. But Flash for life, I'm mad picky with what I watch. See, I am now. I used to be so. I feel like back then I was not picky at all. That was another thing. I was willing to give a lot more stuff a fair chance. And I say fair. I'm just trying to give these shows the benefit of the doubt. But I used to watch a lot more back then, and I used to not care as much what I was watching. My philosophy was just as long as it's interesting, like as long as it's interesting, I'll watch it. As long as something about the plot will be appeal to me. So there were very few shows I actually wouldn't try at least like 5 episodes of. But now I feel like if a show bores me for like even an episode, I'll just consider never watching it ever again. Just being like, okay, we're done now. And I used to also just never want to drop anything. If I started a series, if I watched even 5 minutes of it, I would finish it. And that turned out to be, I mean, it paid off sometimes because sometimes you get the completely wrong vibe of a series and you go in thinking one thing, and it actually turns out to be kind of decent. But most of the time, it's just you're just like, fuck, this was actually just pretty bad. Niggas gotta die the first episode to interest me now. I feel you. I feel you. Honestly, I, I'm not at that level yet. I'm not quite at that level yet, but I'm close. I can feel myself getting there. Because honestly, the amount of shit that I feel like I give a fair chance to, and it just turns out to be terrible. Like I feel I never used to agree with this because I always used to like never drop shit, but now I agree. Um, if you go into something thinking that it's going to be bad and everything about the series screams to you that it's going to be bad, don't give it a chance just because someone's like, oh, this shit's going to be amazing. If it really really seems like it's going to be bad, just drop it. You're probably better off not wasting your time most of the time. The vast majority of the time you're just better off being like, fuck this series. But I think that might be it for now. I think I might wrap this up now. Um, I guess before we wrap it up, I'll give some of my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super actually, because that's been interesting, and that's been airing for a while. Probably will be airing for a little bit more too. Um, so I'm gonna be honest with my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super straight up. I'm probably gonna make a video about this, but I think above anything else, it is a cash grab. But the thing with DBZ is they did every other cash grab so many times because I mean it really is like a legendary series, right? So they've done everything else so many times that they finally decided to make another canon series. And honestly, it's not bad. I like Dragon Ball Super for what it is. Even though it's a cash grab, I think they're doing a decent job at making more relevant sort like material because going into it, I assumed the worst. I assumed the worst when I started watching it because obviously, I mean, come on, look at Dragon Ball Z as a whole. Look at GT. How could you go into Super assuming it was going to be good? How could you really go in thinking it would be a good series? But to my to my surprise, it was actually pretty decent. I'm liking where it's going. I obviously have some issues with some of the arcs. I had a lot of issues with notable that tournament arc that we had in Super. I thought that was it could have been done a lot better, especially since we're talking about Dragon Ball here, right? Which is known for fantastic tournaments, and you have to say I think anyone would agree with me here. Compared to every other tournament in the entire Dragon Ball series, that was the worst one, right? I mean, none of the characters were that exciting. Nobody was that intriguing. Most people just turned out to be really weak. And the ending was kind of, I don't know. It just wasn't too exciting. But everything else about Super I really liked. Even that tournament arc was at least entertaining. It just wasn't as good as any of the other tournament arcs in the series, in my opinion. But as far as that go, I think that's going to be it for now. I don't want to go too in depth since I was about to end off anyways. But that should be it for now. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any more questions, anything like that, I might do a Q&A video as well pretty soon. So go ahead and ask questions because I already have a bunch of questions kind of saved up from over time. So might get that going pretty soon. So yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see any videos, tell me the video idea. No promises, but if all goes well, we'll get more videos on especially some of the anime for next season and more live streams. Anyways,